Hi guys, it's me. It's Rusty 78609 going Prius camping in my 2013 Prius Package 2. And I'm just now, finally, after 7 hours of driving, I'm finally coming into Guadalupe Mountains National Park. I say I'm coming into, I've still got about 30 minutes. But anyway, I'm finally out of the rain too. My plan was that this was going to pass through and I was going to arrive and it wasn't going to be raining. Well, knock on wood, it is not raining. The skies are clearing from the northeast. It's still cloudy. It will be cloudy again tomorrow. But it'll just be cool. Right now it's 52 top-down degrees. Wind out of the northeast at the park, according to my weather report. It shows at the park the weather's out of the northeast at 43 miles an hour. Woo! How would you like to be tent camping in that, huh? But in a Prius, ain't nothing to it. You don't even know it's blowing. And if it's cold, you just turn the heat on. But anyway, I was hoping to get to the park and the wind wouldn't be blowing too hard so I could take a walk and stretch my little bony legs, because I've been sitting in this car since 7:30 this morning and it's 3:08 p.m. Central Standard Time right now. And straight ahead is the mountains, and they're beautiful. I love them. I mean, you know, there is no adventure that's a free ride or easy, okay? There's always a price to pay, always. And the price to pay to get out here to these beautiful mountains, to me, is a long drive of 7.5 hours. It's about, let me tell you how many miles it is out here. From my house to right here, I've driven 440 miles. I thought it was 375. Well, it is if you go another way on 2-lane roads, but I didn't want to. I wanted to get on the interstate. So I'm going about 30 miles out of the way, but still it's going to be about 470 miles when I get there. That's a long freaking drive. I'm 71 years old, but you know, the driving doesn't bother me too much, because what I do is I take several stops on the way. Like I've probably stopped 6 times to pee and stretch and walk around and, you know, check out some of the little spots. There's a little place in Kent, Texas. It's just a little abandoned town, but I stop there and check out the old abandoned buildings every time I come out here. And just something to do to give me a chance to stretch my legs. But so far, so good. It was rainy for the off and on for the first, 7 hours. I've just been in this without rain for 25 or 30 minutes. But I just thought I'd do a short video, not a short one, I'll do as long a video as I want, anytime I want. And that's because that's just the kind of guy I am. And, but anyway, you know, I say that a lot. You know, the reason I say but anyway is because I ran out of things to say. This is totally unscripted. I have no plan. I just start the video and start talking and hope I come up with something. Sometimes I do better than others. But this is really, you know, it has been raining here. It hasn't rained much, but this is the Chihuahuan Desert all through here. And these little, out there on the right, that plant you see out there is called creosote. And how that stuff lives, I don't know. But it's got a root that goes all the way to the core of the earth, I think. Because if you ever have to try to root plow that stuff or pull it up, it's almost impossible. And if it dies and there's some little stumps sticking out of the ground and you run over it with a car tire, you're going to have a flat because I promise you it will puncture an 8-ply tire. It's just like a railroad spike sticking out of the ground. Because I know I've punctured some tires out here. Not here, but out in Big Bend, same stuff, creosote. I told a farmer, a rancher one time, I said, you know, if you could train your cattle to live on creosote, you could raise 1,000 head to the acre. And he said, that's right. But out here, they do run a few cattle, but they may have a 100,000 acre ranch out here and only have 2,000 head of cattle on it, if that. Because they don't feed them. A lot of these old ranchers out here don't feed their cattle. If they can't graze and survive, they just die. But anyway, so where that junction is there, it's 35 miles to the junction of the highways up here, 35 and 180. And I've got to go right on 180 for, I don't know, probably 10 miles. So I've got a pretty good ways to go yet. It's going to be 475 miles or more. I was only 100 miles off. It's not bad. Nothing like a well-planned trip. But the weather worked out, and that's my payback. The weather is nice. The mountains are pretty. Right now it's come up a little bit. It's 55 degrees. And we're moving up in the elevations because I noticed my air mattress is getting a little harder. The molecules are starting to expand a little bit. And but there's not much traffic on this road. I mean, there's 2 or 3 cars I've seen. Here comes another. But I've actually driven all the way from Van Horn to Guadalupe Mountains National Park, which is about 63 miles. I've actually driven that entire drive and never seen a car. Not one. So I will try to upload this when I get to the park. They have Wi-Fi there, but it is so slow. It used to be. Now it's been, well, it hadn't been that long. It's been less than a year since I've been out here. And the Wi-Fi was slow, and they were going to upgrade it. Well, we'll see. Because it does help them get visitors to have Wi-Fi available, because the younger generation now doesn't want to go to any park that doesn't have 1, cell phone service, and 2, Wi-Fi. So these state parks and national parks are adding it as quickly as they can, or as quickly as their budget will allow. I don't know how much it costs for Wi-Fi. Probably not very much. Probably less than, I don't know, probably $500. But again, Rusty 78609, going Prius camping, 71 years old, and I like it. I like it. It's an adventure. It's an adventure. I could sit at home and wait for the Grim Reaper, but I think I'll just go looking for him. Why wait? We have had a little rain here, but not much. Out here on these roads, they've got signs that always say watch for high water, because they've got a lot of low water crossings that you go across. If they get an inch of rain out here in a short period of time, say an inch in an hour, there'll be a foot of water across this road. It's unbelievable. The soil out here is covered with what's called bentonite clay, and bentonite is what they line stock tanks with to keep water in them, because that clay is not porous, and I don't know. I guess that's why deserts are deserts, because the topsoil, the bentonite clay, will not allow water it finally will penetrate, but it doesn't work very well. It's not very absorbent. It's not like black gumbo or whatever you call it, topsoil. Anyway, I'm just rambling on, folks, just rambling on. Been a long drive, but I believe it's worth it. My average speed for the day has been, for all of it, including, you know, the slow downs, the get gas, pull over to pee and everything, going through a couple of little towns. My average speed has been 61 miles an hour. My miles per gallon's holding steady at 50.5, which is good because on the interstate it drops. But I did have a little bit of a tailwind because usually it goes down to about 48 on the interstate. And but right now I've been 448.5 miles. Wow, a lot. I don't know where I got it. It was 375 miles. Hell, it's 300 miles to Fort Stockton, and then 100 miles to this guy on a bicycle up here. Is that what that is? No, what is that? That's a guy on a bicycle. That's a guy camping on a bicycle. And he looked like he's older than I am. Folks, that just tells you it ain't over till it's over. I mean, I'm down to camping in a Prius, but if you think I would ride a bicycle carrying a tent and all my groceries and stuff, well, by the time I got it loaded down with beer and wine and a few groceries and water, Jesus, I don't know how they do it. I don't know. I've gone camping with a motorcycle before. I sure did. I learned it's something I didn't want to do. I sure did. Right now it's come up a little bit. It's 57, so not bad. And I'm looking over to the right where I'm going to be going camping, and it's clearing off a little bit. It looks like it's going to be overcast, which is fine with me. And it's supposed to be in the low 40s tonight at the campground. Where I'm at right now, I've got to go up about another 2,000 feet. The campground itself is about 6,000. I believe it's 6,300 feet at the campground. The mountain, El Capitan, or whatever they call it, the tallest mountain in Texas, is 8,500 feet. And it's right near, you can see it clearly from the campground. But anyway, I'm going to end the video. Just wanted to let y'all know I made it this far, and I don't have much farther to go. And I'll do some more because I don't have much to do. I've got some books to read, which is great. Oh, isn't that wonderful? You know, I got to tell you too, it occurred to me that I know everybody right now has just got a knot in their gut because of this debate coming up tonight, or some of the older people anyway. And you know, I'm out here, and it's like, you know, I'm looking around, there's nothing here. I mean, it's peace and harmony, Mother Nature. You know, I just feel sorry for people that are trapped into watching that crap and actually do, because man, it is so irrelevant and meaningless. You know, unless you're in the system and you're in politics, or you're from a very wealthy family, an aristocratic family that's connected, or you're into a corporation, you know, maybe you should have some interest, but man, for about 90% of the population, they don't have any impact at all, other than buying the crappy products that are advertised when they do the debates. But be that as it may, folks, I'm out here in peace and harmony, and when I get up there, I won't be watching TV, I won't be listening to the radio, I won't be doing a damn thing. I'll do some videos, and that's it, and do a little cruising for the next several days, enjoy my wine, enjoy my books. I've got a little cold beer. I've got me a cold slice of pizza tonight, and what I'll do, I'll set it on the dash in the sunlight. Well, I thought I was going to have sunlight, but actually you can set it up. The dash is warm even right now, so I can set it on the dash on a piece of tin foil. In about an hour it'll warm up a little bit. But be that as it may, folks, I say that a lot, but anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye bye, and buy American-made products. Buy American-made products. So important. Adios, amigos. Hasta luego.